Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of Let's Replay Megaman 2. In the last part, we beat more Robot Masters. And now we're heading out to the final one, Quickman. And I'm gonna say this right now, I hate this freaking stage. Anyway, Quickman. Designed after Megaman, one of the fastest robots Dr.Wily ever created. Good point, quick decisions. Bad point, impulsive. Likes racing, and he dislikes snails. I guess he would not be welcome in France then. Anyway, now we're getting to the point why I hate the stage. These lasers are one-hit kills. If they clip any part of your body, you're dead. Megaman X5 actually brings these things back, even though I think it's a bit more forgiving in that, because you do actually have a much better ability for stopping them, because you actually do have because with the flash stopper, time stopper, whatever it's called, you actually can freeze them. However, time stopper runs out extremely fast. In my original Let's Play, I actually had a lot of trouble with this, and this is actually maybe one of the main reasons I'm redoing it, because I had so much trouble with it. Now the first section wasn't too bad, it's this section that gets on my nerves. At this point, I'd probably be dead, because there's like 40 lasers in this entire section. I probably should have gotten that weapon energy, actually, so I could have had more time with this, but nope. This, just ridiculous. Look at this! If you're too slow with your reaction time, you are screwed! I mean, mind you, I can understand using a gamer's skill with reaction time for that, but at least make it a bit more forgiving. And the thing is, my least favorite version of this stage is actually the iPod version, or the mobile version of the game, just because of the touch controls. Mind you, I've beaten that game so quickly, I don't really care anymore, considering I've beaten that game in under an hour on the iPod somehow. But still, and the thing is, the Wily Wars version isn't that much better. In fact, that's something I haven't even talked about yet, is the Wily Wars. I'll get to that during the next stage, or actually, no, 2 stages from now. Because I just remember there's something you have to be silent for next stage. But anyway, we're a Quickman, who has 2 weaknesses, Time Stopper and Crash Bomber. Now, no matter what, Time Stopper would have taken off half its health if it was full anyway, but then he would have been, I believe, weak to the Mega Buster shots. And normally he's also weak to the Crash Bomber, but he's not weak to the Crash Bomber itself. He's weak to the explosion it creates. I mean, the bomb itself will do some damage, but the explosion just does more overall. And this is also where a big problem with it is, with the Crash Bomber. You only have 7 shots. If you miss one during a certain later boss, which we're gonna be facing this part, you're kinda screwed. But luckily, Quickman, not that bad. I actually think his Battle Arrow 2 incarnation is a bit more difficult. And for beating him, we get Quick Boomerang, which is pretty much a not so powerful metal blade. It obviously has the boomerang effect. It'll go forward and then come back to you. But the thing is with it is that it's not that powerful a weapon, but you have so much of it, it just doesn't matter. But anyway, we're now at Dr. Wily's Fortress, which has not only an awesome intro theme, but also quite the famous first stage theme. So I'm gonna be quiet for a few minutes so you guys can hear that. Then that's an amazing song, isn't it? This song is probably one of the most popular songs in all of Mega Man history. In fact, this is probably one of the best castles in the entire series, too. In fact, I think this is also the song that gets the most remixes for some reason, although Flame Man from 6 deserves more. Then again, 6 deserves more credit for its soundtrack overall. But this is the theme everyone remembers from Mega Man, because this is actually the game a lot of people grew up with. Anyway, Wily's Fortress itself isn't that hard to me anymore, keyword anymore. The real difficulty in it comes from the bosses and the fact that a lot of instant death is around you. But this is actually a really kick-ass castle because, for one thing, the music is, of course, awesome. But it actually makes really good use of your abilities. Like, it took me, like, if you don't know how to use item 1 well enough, that might actually end up being a section right there that screws you over. I know it did with me. But anyway, the boss is actually coming right up here. He's weak against the quick boomerang, but first, quick break time. Alright, quick break done. He's weak to the quick boomerang, and this is actually one of the more pain-in-the-ass bosses, because it's actually kind of a two-parter. Before you can even fight the boss, which is a giant dragon, mind you, you actually have to get to the stage where he is first. By the way, if you touch him whatsoever, his head especially, instant kill. You have to hit his face with the quick boomerang. If you stand on the top block, the knockback will hit you onto the middle block. So you're pretty safe with that. He'll just breathe fire and move around, try to hit you. He's fairly easy. Although he can cause quite the amount of sprite flicker. So yeah, that's done. And like every Mega Man game, the castles kind of use the same music over and over again. And hi, boss that I meant from Crash Man stage that kind of looked like Quick Man. And now, by keeping on standing on that, we get to another little route, which has not only a knee tank, but quite the amount of energy, weapon energy, and 2 extra lives if you use the quick crash bomber. Sorry. Also has another extra life if you want, but you need the crash bomber for that, and I'd rather save that for the next stage, because the next stage's boss is quite infamous. Actually, one thing that I've always found kind of funny about this section right here is coming up. If you see that chandelier on the top right now, if you look right below it, you can actually see the chain clipping through the ground. I'm guessing that's some sort of 8-bit programming limitation, because you can see the chain much clearer right here, actually. Even better right now. I'm guessing that's just some sort of 8-bit programming limitation, because I don't even know, because as much as I've played 8-bit games, I don't know all the programming limitations. I know the sprite flicker thing, but that's just about it. Anyway, we're coming up on the boss right here, weak to metal blades, and pretty much we're facing Tetris. 2 blocks will fuse into one little enemy, and they can be destroyed in 2 metal blades. If you're facing this with a Mega Buster, if I remember correctly, this is actually a rather challenging boss. However, metal blades, as with everything, make short work of it. By the way, I haven't made mention of it yet, but I love the boss theme. Then again, this game's soundtrack is fantastic. So that was a stage. Love that so much. Actually, the one problem I really have with a lot of the Wily stages in this game are they're short. Now we have this track, which is actually another really good one. It's a lot more foreboding, actually. And oh god, What kind of water are we swimming in that's yellow? Oh, crap, we're swimming in piss. Also, robot jaws. Yeah, these guys are only there to blindside you and get extra hidden. And now we have my least favorite falling section in the entire game. Every Mega Man game seems to have one of these. You're falling, and there's spikes quite literally everywhere around you. One mess up, and you're done like dinner. But luckily I've played this game too many times, so I know exactly where to go with it. Hi, enemy that returned in Mega Man 3. You know, you guys still haven't seen that part by this point. Now we're coming up to this boss. Another one weak against the quick Boomerang. And who could it be? Red? Oh, Lord. Oh, Wily, what is your obsession with Guts, man? Ugh. He'll send mentals at you and raise his fist and shoot pellets, that's about it. He's extremely weak to quick Boomerang, actually. But seriously, Wily, what is the obsession? Mega Man 1, he's all over the place. Mega Man 2, he's here. Mega Man 5, no, not 5, 7. Seriously, dude, what is your deal? Ba ba. Oh, Lord, this stage. This is actually my least favorite stage in the game, even more so than Quick Man's. It's not because of the stage itself is bad. It has some actually very well-designed stuff in it, but it's the boss. It's the freaking boss. Now, one gimmick this stage will actually have is that there are parts of the platform that are actually not really there. I'm going to show it off with the bubble lead right here. This is actually the best weapon to use with it. You'll fall to the ground at certain points in the ground, which I absolutely hate. Well, it's not a bad gimmick, but it can be a pain in the ass. Oh, for some reason I've always remembered where this one is. It's on the third from the left. I just used the bubble lead to make sure. Maybe it's because there's a threat of instant death. Yes, maybe. And this room isn't entirely pointless if you have 4 E-tanks. And now we come to this section. Equip the wood shield here, actually, because it's really useful. It's pretty much Crash Man stage, only you're going down instead of up. And because of the way the bombs are coming around you, the wood shield will just take care of them. As long as you don't move, it'll always be around you. I've heard there's a way you can keep it on you, but I'm not sure if there actually is. I think this is actually one of the stages that's actually made a bit harder in the iPod. I should just start saying mobile version. In the mobile version, because of how floaty your jump is, because you actually might be able to might miss the platform because of it. However, it makes a lot of other stages much easier. Now, if there's one thing I really hate about the wood shield, that freaking sound grates my ears. This is actually the only really one that you might actually get tripped up on. Use item 2 to get over this. It's fairly simple stuff, but even I was a bit like, what? Because I think what you're supposed to do is just wait until it's directly to the bottom left of what that platform is and jump, but item 2 is just a better shortcut overall. And this hallway. I hate this hallway so much because I've had to do some weapon energy grinding here multiple times, including this playthrough. Because the boss kind of murdered me. The thing of this boss is that there are 5 little turrets, I guess, you have to destroy. And you have to use a combination of the items and the crash bombs to get around here. This wouldn't be so bad if you literally could not miss a single shot. Like, this guy right in front of me, there was a wall in front of him originally. So I have one for your shot. There are 7 things you need to destroy in here, and 7 shots. If there were maybe 10, 11 shots, I can understand it, but, just giving me the exact amount I needed to use. Kind of a dick move there, Capcom. Mind you, when you've played the game as many times as I have, you've learned your way around it, but still, it's painful for newcomers. But yeah, this boss, make sure you just don't waste your ammo on accident, and you should be pretty good. Also, make sure you don't miss a jump with the items, because if you run out of items or the crash bombs, you're pretty much guaranteed to die. And you're also going to have to go back and grind for energy. And mind you, the reset point is before that entire wood shield platforming section, so yeesh. But, with that, I'm going to need to end things off here. Thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Replay Mega Man 2, we're actually going to finish off the game. I am way too fast at this game. See you guys then. The boss rush approaches.